Hey all, I'm Lance, and we're working a little bit today just with some Slack etiquette things, how we can share code to get help on Slack in the DSI prep workspace. So when we are trying to share code, it is really important that we make it readable and easy for other people to check our code and give us a little bit of assistance. Before I get started, let me just write a message here. Please, this is one of my coworkers. Don't respond. Making a video tutorial. So now that I've done this, the first way that we're going to talk about is using a code block. I can just click this button, then I can come in here and say def my func, no parameters, and I can just print hello world, right? And for me, I actually have to hit shift enter to send this. That's a setting that I have. The standard setting on Slack is to hit enter to send it, and if you want to move to the next line inside of the code block without sending it, then you would have to hit shift enter. I have mine set up to be backwards, and that's just a setting you can get to in the settings menu for Slack. So we can get to the same thing a different way, right? I can use the triple backtick. The backtick uses, it's on the same key in the upper left of the keyboard as the tilde. That's the wiggly guy. And I can just do 3 of those. It opens a code box, right? I can type my code. When I'm done writing my code, I can just close that code box with another triple backtick and go ahead and send that off. There's also hotkeys, and if you hover over, it'll show you what those hotkeys are. The next thing is an inline code highlighting, right? I might want to say this is my variable, right? My var, right? So you can see I used a single backtick to surround this text, right? My var, and right. This is also how I might reference a method. Like I really like the method, right? And this time I can actually click right here. Again, it's got a hotkey that you could use. I like the .append method. To exit the box, I just hit the right arrow key and I hit enter, and it go ahead and does some code highlighting, right? So if I need a variable name or a function name or a method name to stick out in the midst of an explanation or a message or a question, I can do it that way. And there's one last way that I'm going to talk about doing this, and that is to use the shortcut menu, then go to create a code or create a snippet, a code or a text snippet. I usually skip the title part. I do usually come in here and tell them that I'm dealing with Python, since that's our language. And here, again, I can do my func, no parameters again, and I'm going to print hello world. Once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and create that snippet, and it's going to upload the snippet. It actually like uploads it as if it's sort of a file. In this case, that file is untitled. I could actually download this file, so on and so forth. This one doesn't have an expansion. This type is really good for a long code box, right? If I come in a long function or a long code snippet, if I come in here, right, and I had some like 20 line function, right? If I posted this in a regular code block, it's going to clog up this channel, right? If I go over to this basic prep channel, right? If I put that in here, right, like I have a pretty long code block of someone's, right? And now everybody else who's in this channel, if they want to see other news, they have to scroll up past it. It's sort of blocking things off, right? And that's not something we want to do. Right, so I can put it in this type. I can expand it when I want to see it, and then I can shrink it back down so it's not blocking everything off. Those are the 3 main ways that you can share code. Remember, when you're sharing code, always put in a link to the page that you're working on and describe that the problem that you're working on, as well as any code that you've worked on so far that isn't working. It also is really helpful if you copy and paste an error message in a code block or some sort of text box as well. That's it for today. We hope to see you in the next video.